In this video, I'm going to build your favorite iconic movies out of Lego. So everyone loves pirates. Let's build the most iconic one of all time.
Foundation.
I grab some snot bricks. I build these two thingy-abobbies, and I place them on both sides. I grab a few trans-clear tiles, and we got a lot of water. I then build this little pier, topsail of a pirate ship, and add some final details, and we got Pirates of the Caribbean. This movie also has a pretty iconic fight scene. I grab a buttload of black parts, stack them together until I have the circular foundation. I grab 3 long,
very bendy flex tubes.
create this circle, add tiles all the way around, and now it's a hat. And we got a nice foundation to build on. I add a layer of dark tan plates on top, then grab my foliage parts. I take a few parts off my biggest Lego set.
Daddy, sorry, I need this.
And I attach plants everywhere. I find these leaf pieces, and I build this little palm tree and attach it right in the back. Next, I grab a jar of Lego, build these 6 sections, connect them together to build this big circle, then add some details inside and make some finishing touches, and we got the Wheel of Fortune. These 3 dudes were literally fighting over a key. We're gonna be building a lot more iconic movies, but let's build something from the one movie to rule them all. For Lego. So I first look up some reference material, and I figure out the exact scene I want to recreate.
This is pure cinema.
I grab my bends of black parts, and I just start finagling around until I build this face. I then build this black blob, add some shoulders on top, I then build some legs, attach everything together, and I can't forget the arms. I then grab my trans-clear parts, and add fire specks everywhere.
This dude is on fire.
Now we need to add wings to this Balrog, but we have a huge problem. I only have 1 wing. I have searched my sets. I have searched my bulk bins. I have searched beyond and far.
Can I borrow your wing?
And still no wing. So I was forced to problem solve and build my own wings. This is the Lego fire piece, and this is the older version, which have knobs so I can connect them together to create this whip for the Balrog. And with that finish, let's go ahead and build the inside of the cave, the Mines of Moria. Guess the password and enter.
Buttload.
So I first grab some pretty big plates, I stack them together, and I build this decent sized platform. I grab some basic bricks, attach them on the bottom until I have an elevated platform. You can see we have studs on the top so we can build rockwork off of it. Hulk, this isn't your build, we'll get to you later. I grab my rockwork elements and I place them all over the build. Building rockwork is such a tedious process. Like this section so far has literally taken me 2 days. I add some ground detail, more rockwork in the back. I add in an invert so it's cave-like. I build these thingy-abobbies, place them on the top, and we got these little stalagmites, or stalactites, I forget. I build this textured wall with a tunnel. You see how this part's all smooth?
It's a lie.
I add this bridge in the center. I build this large black square, and it works perfectly for a foundation.
This build has taken like a week of my life.
I then add the minifigures and the Balrog, and we got Gandalf versus the Shadow.
Whoops.
Now let's build something.
A little smaller.
It's controversy time. Cats or dogs? Pancakes or waffles? Marvel or DC?
Square.
Baba Booey.
It's so ripply.
I add some grass, and I pick up Superman and Flash. I add the speed effect, and we all know who won this race. The cameraman. Why is this the only DC moment I remember? Now, let's build Batman. Buttload of light gray. That's a nice foundation. This is my secret bin. Don't ask where I got it. And it's full of masonry bricks in many different colors. I grab the white brick bricks. Yes, they're literally brick bricks. And I build a ton of these sticks.
I wish nothing but the best for you.
And I place them along the sides. I grab some tiles and I place them on the floor. Then I build this thingy-abobby, which turns out to be a door. I got a handful of these 1x2s. You think there's enough to fill the back? I build these little sticks and I place them in the back. And no, it was not enough. I build this little table and these 2 chairs. I add some tiles on top and a foundation. I place down the minifigures and we got the Batman and Joker interrogation scene.
I'm going to say this one more time, Joker. What is the Wi-Fi password?
Let's build the better superhero franchise. So these heroes kind of look out of place. Let's build the Battle of New York.
Avengers.
Assemble.
So every good mock starts with a base.
Wow.
I smooth out the sides, and we got ourselves a foundation.
You know it's all about that base.
I grab some medium nougat bricks, build this thingy-a-bobby, place it on the foundation, and then I get distracted and I create real art.
The bid starts at $1 million.
Next, I grab more masonry and I stack them right up. Look at this big box, and I place it on the top. I add some dark gray details, and this is a very intricate design using these little guys. Now we need to add a platform on top. I start with 3 yellow stripes, then extend it with gray on both sides, and I find these little pieces which work great for guardrails. I place the bridge on top, and now we gotta add some details. So this is my bag of 200 chains. What if we just plop them on top? Would that work as debris?
You know, I think this works.
I knew my chains would come in handy one day. I add this crashed car in the corner and place down the minifigures, and we got the Battle of New York from the Avengers movie. Comment below your favorite superhero. Before we get to Star Wars, there's a few animated films I want to recreate, so everyone knows what Shrek is. But let's build one of my favorite characters from it. So I first grab this Lego rubber band, and I wrap it around, creating this mouth. I grab some medium nougat and some snot bricks. I build this little square and round out the sides. I add the eyes and mouth. I start on the body, not the gumdrop buttons. I add some legs, and this Lego glizzy has a nice curve, which are perfect for the arms.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Let's see how fast you can guess this next film. I grab this little guy, stack them together.
Snowball?
I build some arms and this head. I can't forget the buttons. These pieces work so good for feet. And we got Olaf from Frozen. Now let's build one of my favorite animated films, and that is How to Train Your Dragon. I add some legs and some wings. I grab some tires and manage to create this tail. And we got Toothless the Night Fury. It's so swooshable. But Toothless here needs a rider. So this is my bin of minifigure parts. Let's try to build Hiccup. I went with his head and torso combo. This plain head with some brown hair. And I think this looks pretty good.
Square.
I add a black border and I make water tiles appear. I want to create spires where these studs are, so I create this very ugly contraption, build these little circles, and I place them on the inside until I got this tall spire. Next to it, I build this shorter spire, add some white pieces around them, and lastly, place down the characters. And we got this cinematic masterpiece, The Test Flight. What is your favorite animated movie? Now it's time to build Star Wars. So you know that scene inside the Dagobah cave? I've never seen that out of Lego before. Voila. I grab some slopes and some dark brown. I build this foundation with a bunch of vines. I build this wall, and then I grab my foliage parts and I place it on the top of it. And we got the duel on the Dagobah cave. Now it's time to build the sequels. So I first grab some plates and some snot bricks, and I make this little platform. I then add more snot and regular bricks on the top. I then grab my white parts, build these little sections, and I place them all the way around until I have this foundation. I place down some trees and add Rey and Kylo. Oh, and I can't forget Finn. And we got the fight scene from The Force Awakens. Traitor! Uh-oh. I'm Rey Skywalker. It's prequel time.
Circle.
And we got clear parts on the top. I build this border and grab some lights, and we got this lit up foundation. I grab a buttload of gray parts, build these little thingy-a-bobbies, and I attach them together with chains. Look, it's floating. I place down a bunch of fire pieces. I add Anakin and Obi-Wan.
And yes, Obi-Wan does have the high ground.
And we got the duel on Mustafar Tensegrity. Which trilogy is your favorite? We just built a lot of Lego, but which one is your favorite? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to be awesome. Bye-bye.